Go ahead.
So, do you feel like drag?
Wait, because I don't think it sees
This is a really.
It sees the corner of your face. It don't even get up to the shade.
It's not getting the whole thing. Let's
We need the whole hat.
let's do this. There has to be. When there's a will, there has to be a way.
Or we could just like put it down and you could just videotape audio.
Well, I could just videotape you and ask the question. Okay. Yeah? Let's move this a little bit. You know, because I got to see the
Oh my God.
full view.
Don't show them the hot plate.
She did eat all of that. So definitely, this is your confessional.
Go ahead.
And I want to know, this is a very personal question. So I don't want you to get pissed off. You know, don't get Whitney Houston on me when they asked her about how does she feel about crack. Okay? So, do you feel like drag was one of the reasons that your relationship didn't last?
Oh my God.
I told you it was very personal. I had to take some time to really, feel you and get to know you and let you see that I'm a calm person to ask you a question like that.
I'm gonna say no because everyone knows that I do it because my name is. I mean, it's not big, but my name is Duffy, so it's not hard to know. Okay, if somebody on stage named Duffy, then a boy that starts getting Duffy, just put together. So he definitely knew before, and then he actually lived because, like I said, it's a sport, and anybody that enjoys sports will be entertained.
Okay.
So he lived. So that wasn't a problem.
Okay. Do you feel like it's harder to?
It probably would have been better though.
You think it would have been better if you wasn't doing drag?
Yeah.
So drag played a role
No drag
of that
in
relationship not working.
But are we talking about my career or are we talking about relationship? Because I don't want to talk about him.
You don't want to talk about? Okay. Do you
He's
feel?
good.
Well, we're not talking about him. We're talking about relationships that you've been in. Period.
That's causing me to talk about him because that's my past relationship.
That's one of them.
That's my past relationship.
That's the only
You
relationship
don't
you've been
get
in.
all my relationships. You don't get one.
You don't?
That's
Okay.
the story.
Only one?
Don't want to talk about him.
Okay. Do you feel? Okay. Do you feel like?
Like, who's that?
Do you feel like it's harder to find a good boyfriend, being though that you do drag? It's harder for a good man to understand your lifestyle because when a person dates a person that's a drag queen, they're not only dating that person, but they're also dating that drag queen too. Because I've always heard that drag queens is two different people. Like you don't go by your drag name when you're out of drag. You go by your boy name. Do you feel like they're also dating? They have to also date you as your boy, and then they also have to date Duffy, or does sometimes Duffy get in the way, and it feels like that's what's making it so hard not to start new relationships?
It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I can find a boyfriend. I think as of now, I'm going to play the single role and live the bachelorette life because I can't do relationships. Ron was my main husband at the time, but I had others.
You had others.
Which is still around. So all you need is, 1 or 2 boys that dedicated to you and that's okay with being boyfriend number 2 or whatnot. And you're good. I use those as my clutches.
So are you choosing not to be in a relationship now just to kind of work on Duffy? Or are you just choosing not to be in a relationship at all?
I'm going to concentrate more on my career. Right now my career is going right where I want it to go.
Yeah, she just had Blue Ivy.
Right, it's just getting there. And I think anything now would distract me from my goal. After I get more established and well-rounded, maybe I would seek for a relationship. Until then, it's just Duffy.
Okay. Okay, that's...
You can catch me on September the 23rd. That's my give-up night for Dumar. Please be there. It's in Tampa, Florida. It might be at the Club Tropical. I don't know how much it costs, but the presentation is split between pumps. So feel free to give me a call. Information at the bottom.
All right. We're going to go to one of our audience members and see if they have any question they want to ask. This is the audience member. His name is Hazakai. Hazakai, do you have a question for the lovely Duffy?
Another celebrity in the building.
I was just wondering, at any given time, have you been so discouraged that you just thought I'm going to just not do it, just give it up altogether?
That was a good...
That was a good question.
1 minute before you answer. That was a good question. That was a good question.
Right. Discouraged, yes. I'm human. Everybody gets discouraged in one point in time in their life. But I can't give up. That's just not in me. That's just not in me. Being discouraged, yes, I have. There's brighter days. I do believe in that. So I can't be too discouraged or too depressed, I guess. So, yes and no.
Okay. Is there any other questions that you would like to ask, audience member?
If I ever decide to do drag, could you paint me?